My son, he's obsessed with the zombie apocalypse, and he was telling me, he's like, but Dad, these zombies are unstoppable because they have no natural predator. And I was like, son, believe me, if there's zombies somewhere right now, there's a room full of necrophiliacs, they're just sitting there going, really? They don't just lay there? Coming up, a very lovely, classy young lady, J-Dub.
It reminds me of an old boyfriend of mine that I dated back in college, and he thought he was really smart. And I was like, one time I got mad, I said, well, how smart are you? And he's like, well, I graduated in the top 10% of my high school class. I said, well, big deal. I graduated in the top 99% of my class, so hello. But I went to a Christian college. I flunked out after 2 semesters, and they said I failed Jesus. I said, well, if I'd have known that, I would have gone to a secular college so I could fuck Satan. So, But the reason why the reason why I went there is I wanted to be a preacher's wife, and they said I was a preacher's wife material because I couldn't keep my legs closed. So I don't know, but anyway, I ended up going back to college later on. It was a secular college. I passed it with flying colors. I decided I wanted to be a nurse. And when I went to tell my parents that I was going to be a nurse, they said, I really don't think you should be a nurse. And I said, well, how come? And they said, well, we're afraid you'll lose too many patients. And I was like, well, duh, Mom, if you give them enough value, they won't get lost. So, but I ended up being a nurse. I learned a lot as a nurse. I learned how to be a really good drug addict. That was great. I'm not really proud of it now, but back then, I really thought I hit the jackpot. I was like a fat kid in a candy store when I worked at the hospital. And they had great benefits. You got free drugs, clean needles, and you got paid to do it all. So, hey, it was awesome. But anyway, so I lost a lot because of my drug addiction. I'm in recovery. I lost my health. I lost my nursing license. But who's good at helping you find things? Christians. They're awesome at it. I was in a parking lot one time, and this lady came up to me and said, have you found Jesus? I said, yeah, I found Jesus, but I'm still looking for the liquor store. Can you help me find that? So anyway, I got in a discussion, speaking of the liquor store, I got in a discussion the other day with a friend of mine, and she said, when Jesus turned water into wine, that was an alcoholic beverage. I said, really? She said, no. And I said, well, what was it? And she said, it was grape juice. Jesus was black? Oh. That kind of makes sense, right? I mean, he was cool. Really cool. His father was never around. And he died. And he died a violent death before he was 35. So, anyway, I believe in the teachings of Jesus Christ. I like to go heavy on the peace on earth, goodwill towards men, and light on the harsh, judgmental gaze of the root of all evil. Gays aren't the root of all evil people. My mother-in-law is. So, So that's my time. Y'all have a great night. Thank you.
Gassy people. Have you been eating gassy stuff? I've been very gassy.
Yeah. One more time for J-Dub.